Good morning, everyone. Happy 4th of July. My name is Dolores, and I'm happy to narrate today's tour for you. This is our Dolphin Discoveries tour with the Virginia Aquarium and Marine Science Center. As we depart, we head out through Lake Rudy, a coastal watershed connected to the Atlantic Ocean by way of Rudy Inlet. It is about 100 acres of salt marsh and marine forest, and is a unique habitat for salt marsh vegetation, marine life, and waterfowl. Besides providing a wildlife habitat, the salt marsh is valuable largely because of the cordgrass you see here on the side. Its vast root system filters pollutants and provides flood and erosion control by stabilizing the sediment. The cordgrass, and the wetlands in general, provide refuge and food to plenty of insects and animals. Lots of bird varieties breed and feed here, including many migratory birds. That is a great blue heron that is flying by the port side there. He just landed against the cordgrass there. And that's what the herons and the egrets do. They walk along the shoreline like that with their legs camouflaged as cordgrass. And then they suddenly strike at their prey. They'll eat just about whatever they catch. They'll eat crabs and fish and snakes and worms, crabs, whatever they catch. Lots of fish-eating birds are attracted to Lake Rudy. We've got those great blue herons, great egrets, double-crested cormorants, little green herons, osprey, and bald eagles. Lake Rudy provides a great nursery for juvenile fish, such as spadefish, sea trout, puppy drum, and many others, before they head out to the open waters of the Atlantic. And there's another beautiful great blue heron standing in the shallows of the small cordgrass island off there at about the 1 o'clock position off to the right. They're very patient hunters. is now the Rudy Inlet area, the most developed part of the waterway. Before the inlet was enlarged in the late 1960s, this was a small freshwater habitat. But as the city recognized the deeper navigable waterway through to the ocean, it became a saltwater habitat. Aquarium today from the oceanfront, you most likely drove over the Rudy Inlet Bridge that we just passed under. The bridge connects General Boot Boulevard to Pacific Avenue. Approach the ocean, you may need to find your sea legs. Simply stand with your feet shoulder width apart. And it's easy to just hold on to something as well. Please do. See, there's some white caps out there today. Oceanfront, the resort area, Independence Day 2025 here in Beauty and across the country. Everybody's having fun. Shorty, one of our boardwalk is about 3 miles long, stretching from Ruby Inlet to 48th Street. It was originally constructed in 1888, and it was originally made of boards. Now it's made of concrete. Through the jet ski maze we go. Question here. Thumbs up for true, thumbs down for false. Listen carefully. The bottlenose dolphins are some of the largest fish in Virginia Beach. What you got? What you got? Oh, I got a quick false. Yes, that is false. You're right. Do you know why that's false? They're not fish. That's right. They're mammals. They're mammals. They're not fish. Yes, so like all mammals, they are warm-blooded, breathe air, give live birth, and nurse their young. And at least in some part of their life cycle have at least some hair or fur. But they are marine mammals and they have lots of adaptations that differentiate them from their terrestrial counterparts. And we'll talk about some of those adaptations. The bottlenose dolphins belong to a classification of marine mammals called cetaceans. Cetaceans are special because they spend the entirety of their life cycle in the water, completing all of their life's functions in the water. So they are a lucky enough to observe several of them today. You may notice their dorsal fins are different from one another, which is a helpful identifier of individual dolphins' power and fingerprint inclusion. They have a strong tail or fluke that provides the power when swimming, and they have pectoral flippers to stabilize and steer. Adult dolphins can be 8 to 12 feet long and up to 500 pounds, but they're usually between 350 and 450 pounds. The males live to be in their mid to late 30s, and females are early to mid 40s. That housey-looking structure over there on the boardwalk that you can see now is the Virginia Beach Surf and Rescue Museum. That is located at 24th Street. That's the 24th Street Park right there. And their mission is to honor and preserve Virginia Beach's maritime heritage. The building itself is on the National Register of Historic Places, and back in the day, it was known as United States Life-Saving Service. So what I want you to do is scan all around, looking for that telltale dorsal fin breaking the surface of the water. If you see that, I want you to point and yell and say something. Show us where to look. And we're all in this together. This is a group effort. U-shaped teeth to grab and hold their prey and swallow it whole. But if they do catch a real big fish, they can shake it or rub it on the ocean floor to break it into pieces and then swallow that whole. They get all the fresh water they need from their prey. Remember, they're mammals, they're not going to be drinking ocean water, no. Their kidneys do not like that. Another fun fact about dolphins' teeth is their teeth have growth rings, just like a tree. Researchers can determine the age of a deceased dolphin by counting the rings in its teeth, just like you would count the rings on a tree stump. And that's because the dolphins get one set of teeth, so their teeth grow with them, producing a ring of enamel every year. And when their teeth fall out, which they do, their teeth don't grow back, and they don't even need that many teeth. They just need enough to grab their prey. That is one big flag on the iconic Cavalier Hotel, showing between the buildings there. It's on the other side of the street over there. The flag is huge. Here this morning, we're gonna need a little walk. 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 We're gonna need a of some dolphins right here at the rock piles. For just a quick minute or two. Look for that dorsal fin. Point and yell if you see it. You see them.
So keep watching. Keep watching. There should be a dolphin here. Okay. See the fin.
11 o'clock. All right, Captain says 2 minutes. Let's see if we can observe these guys for a quick 2 minutes. We are all the way up here at Cape Henry, almost to the point here. There we go. It's on the port stern of the Rudy Flipper. You can see the spray coming up when the dolphin comes up. That spray is not water that goes down into the blowhole. Right, that wouldn't be good. They only have one way to take in air. That is just water that is on top of the blowhole that sprays up as the dolphin exhales. Some off our stern here, off to the right, this off our starboard side. That's what I'm trying to say. Also some between us and the lighthouse. So all across the